Hi, and welcome to another episode of Conversation with a Chef. I'm Jo Ritty, and I love sharing with you the conversations I get to have with talented and passionate chefs. It's the backstory, if you will, to the food they're putting up. I begin today by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, traditional custodians of the land where this conversation takes place, and I pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. 2 years after our first conversation, Pawan Dutta has made the kitchen at the Royce Hotel entirely his own. The Showroom Bar still gleams. The menu is bolder, with flavours that travel from Peru to France and back again. Yet nothing feels forced. He's as hands-on as ever, still on the pans, still chasing that perfect balance of craft and instinct. We talk about how the team has evolved, the trust that keeps the kitchen running smoothly, and why hotel restaurants like this deserve to be taken seriously. Well, Pawan, should we start?
Absolutely.
I was saying it's lovely to be back here. It's just as gleaming as it was when I came 2 years ago.
Right.
So the cleaning regime in the in the restaurant must be really on par. There's a lot of chrome.
Right. I mean, it's been we really pride ourselves in that area.
Yeah.
We're very particular about cleanliness, be it outside or back of the house.
Yes.
We have an excellent executive housekeeper who is on top of things. Yeah, she's amazing.
I think it must be like that in hotels. It's, there's always like certain rules and protocols to follow. So
Right.
then the public really get the benefit of that. It's amazing. Yeah.
Right. I mean, she's been here with the company for a while.
Okay.
And she knows what to do. So again, it's she has the freedom, and it's an empowering culture.
Yeah.
So she
good.
takes advantage of it because we all know that she's so amazing.
Yeah.
And like you see, everything is spick and span.
It really is. It hasn't worn at all. Like it looks brand new. And
No, we keep the have a few renovations going on, even with the upholstery, and we take care of the hotel. Yeah. Definitely.
So it's been almost 2 years since I spoke to you. What have things stayed the same? Have things changed in the kitchen or in the restaurant? How have the last 2 years been?
It's been surreal. It's quite a journey. We in the beginning it was always about knowing the team, looking at the team and seeing their strengths, weaknesses. A lot of expectations in the beginning as well. So the hotel has definitely become busier. Now that the marketing team is on it, people are more aware of the hotel, of what we do at Showroom Bar, events. We launched high tea, so a lot of things are happening.
Yeah.
Very, very exciting times. Yeah.
It's so good. And your menu, I was just looking at your menu. It's amazing. It's so extensive.
It is for a hotel restaurant, definitely. I think we want to show off what we do here.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's an empowering culture. So I can play around with different flavors, with different cooking techniques, and we want to compete with hearted restaurants out there.
Yeah.
So we are all on the same page as management. We want that everyone else to know that we are just as good as any hearted restaurant out there.
Yeah.
So in order to compete with them, the menu, the ingredients, the menu has a bit of a flair. The ingredients are really top quality. We really pride ourselves in the menu.
And do you think from working around the world, do you bring some of that knowledge of working in other kitchens in other countries? Do you bring that to your menu?
Oh, absolutely. Like you've seen the menu already. There are different flavors, different cooking techniques. We just got a hibachi. We're cooking things on that now. The menu will take you from France to Italy to South America, coming back to Southeast Asia. Like there is a little bit of everything, but in a very, very cohesive manner. So it feels like a journey of the world.
Yes.
But it sort of comes together very nicely.
Okay. And there is a steak with your name on it. is that?
So I think people are mistaken, but I will take it. Like it works in my favor.
Yeah.
But it's actually the steak is from Pawan
Oh.
Valley. So there is an
Okay.
R in between.
Oh, I see.
And
Well, yes, there is.
Right. So it is from Bacchus Marsh.
Ah.
Right. So
Okay.
it's like again locally sourced. But yeah, many people have told me. So you've put a steak like with your name on it. I'm like, not really, but yeah, I'll take that.
Oh no! So I fell into the trap. Yeah.
Right. Yes.
And what would your recommendation be if people come in and, because I would find it hard to choose.
Right.
So if you wanted to come in and take that journey,
Right.
what would people order?
That's like Sophie's choice. Like I said, I pride in the menu, take pride in the menu, and like it's there is something for everyone, from bar bites to like entrees and some bigger plates and main courses and desserts. It's a whole journey. Like it really depends upon what the guest prefers. We're happy to make recommendations, but then again, there is a lot of seafood in the menu. There are a lot of meats. We even have a separate vegan menu.
Oh, wow.
So, it's more about if I want to show off to the guest,
Yeah.
then probably I'll pick one or two things like the croquette or the slogan cured salmon from the bar bites, going to the the duo of cauliflower soup, which looks absolutely stunning.
How's that served?
So in the kitchen, we pour both the soups together.
Wow.
So because of the consistency, it sort of comes together with the pickled cauliflower and the prosciutto, the toasted almonds, and it stays there. So you can see like a yin and yang situation there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do the people pouring the soup have to have a bit of training to get that right?
It's the kitchen. Like we do it in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had like I trained the guys.
Yes.
We had some interesting looks there in the beginning, but now everyone's got it right.
Wow.
Yeah.
I actually love cauliflower soup. I think it's a really underestimated soup because
Right.
it's so savoury. It's quite umami, isn't it?
Right, absolutely.
Yeah. I think it's the colour maybe people don't.
Right. I mean, like when people look at it, some of the comments were like, "It looks like a dessert," because it's so pretty and with the color combinations.
Right.
That was not my aim, but then again, when you eat it, like it's like you said, the umami flavors come through with the pickled cauliflower and the crispy prosciutto and the almonds. It's sort of like it's a match made in heaven. Like
Yeah.
It's all very classic combinations.
Yeah.
But again, we try to put a little bit of a twist. Like we serve it with the blue cheese brioche toast. So the other combinations come up very well.
I think that's one of my favourite combinations is blue cheese with cauliflower,
Right.
or a cauliflower puree even. So any of those kinds of that flavour with blue cheese, it's so good.
Right.
Yeah. How do you decide what goes on the menu? Do you think about food 24/7?
Well, I'd be lying if I said no. But I mean, like I try not to. When I go out somewhere, I try to switch off. Of course, we do have to do we have to do some work in knowing what other restaurants are doing, what the competition is like, and what the trends are like. But I try to switch off as well. And a lot of the influence is actually from my past. So through my travels, and I see what is seasonally available, and then work with what flavors which will come in my mind, and I try to make these combinations in my head, and then I start writing some gibberish on the paper and try to make some things work, and then I look at it again, and then I start experimenting a little bit. And I'm very lucky that I have a great sous chef. My pastry chef is amazing. My breakfast chef, they all contribute. We're all on the same page, so we want to do something different. So we try to push ourselves, push the boundaries, see what else or new what we can do, which other hotels or restaurants are not doing it. Because you can see, like, if a trend picks up, suddenly you'll see that item everywhere. So if someone tells me that this is happening, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to do it then.
Yeah.
If everyone else is doing it, then I don't want to do it. So it is a lot of work, but then I love it. Yeah. Really enjoying it.
Yeah. And Are you still on the pans? Do you still
Every
cook?
day.
Oh, wow.
Every day. I'm part of the roster.
Yeah.
So, from breakfast to lunch service to dinner,
Yeah.
events, high tea, doing everything. Like, I think I do enjoy my time behind the creative stuff, in front of the computer and um, doing a bit of management work. But after a while, I just get bored
Yeah.
and I want to be back, you know, in the kitchen and just cooking.
Yeah.
So I think it's really great because I know how to prioritize and what needs to be done. But yeah, I definitely miss if I'm not cooking, then I definitely miss it. And then I'm like always back in the kitchen.
Yeah. And I remember last time we spoke about how important it is to have trust amongst the team. And
Right.
so I guess having a leader or a head chef, executive chef, who's there alongside them, that must foster a good feeling amongst the team as well.
Absolutely. I think they feel that, and I think it's with everyone. Like when you look at your supervisors and you see that they're there with you all the time and supporting you and they don't shy away from hard work. I think it sort of motivates everyone and lifts their spirits as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, and with the trust, like it doesn't come easy.
Yeah.
You have to see, you have to observe, you have to let them make mistakes.
Yeah.
Just like my, chefs in the past had let me make those mistakes, and that's why I learned from them.
Yeah.
So it's the same, but yeah, I'm always there, sort of hovering and knowing exactly what's happening in my kitchen, and when to sort of intervene that's
yeah.
like a teaching moments,
Yeah.
and but yeah, like I said, I have an amazing team. All my heads, they know what to do
Okay.
and what I expect from them, because again, we all are on the same page. We have one mission and we all move towards that one common goal.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it must be a fine line too when you've created the dishes, not to want to micromanage and hot and hover too much.
Like I said, I have great bosses who don't
Yeah.
micromanage, and that is not my style at all.
No. Yeah.
I think that is why like a lot of dishes are from my, the ideas are from a pastry chef or my sous chef, and like he goes, chef, let's not do this. Everyone else is doing it. Let's just put something else. I have an idea, and then I'm like, okay, show me what you want. And then, yeah, if it's, most of the times, like I said, he's great. And I see it, and yeah, done. Like it's in the menu.
Yeah.
So it also lifts their spirits when they see their dishes in the menu, so they know that their work is being recognized. And I always believe, like two heads are better than one. So I give them the direction of what I think we should do, and then probably I'll, throw a few ingredients at them. Like I was thinking maybe duck, and maybe I was thinking carrots, and then we can see what we can come up with. So it's like, then everyone gets together and throw in some ideas, and then we cook, do some trials. Yeah.
Yeah. And you were saying that a lot of the things on this current menu are inspired by your travels. Is there a dish in particular that evokes a memory or has a story attached to it?
Like there is I've used some of the South American dish, like ingredients and flavors in this menu, because when I was in Peru, Peruvian food is great. So some of those ingredients, and I wanted to see how I can blend Mexican Peruvian flavors with the food here and the ingredients here. So you'll see we have a bug, the Moreton Bay bug, with purple potatoes and a black bean aioli, together with French style cooked leeks. But at the same time, there's pickled turnips with a beurre blanc, and the achiote oil. So it's like a sort of like marriage of different flavors. I think that's just one instant, but like even in the previous menu, there have been dishes such as we had a pasta dish which was $99, and it's quite scandalous.
Oh,
People
wow.
thinking that $99 for a pasta. Like,
Yes.
who does he think he is?
Yeah.
But I want them to think that way.
Okay.
Because when the dish comes in front of them, everyone goes like, okay, now we understand why. Because with the amount of seafood, and we use premium ingredients with uni and ossetra caviar, lobster tartare, gold leaf, all that stuff. So it's not just sort of flashy, but
Yes.
again, there is substance in it.
Yeah.
Even with the desserts, try to incorporate caviar. Like we had baba rum before with creme fraiche and caviar. Now also we have a chocolate souffle with caviar. So it's things like these which makes people question and say, "Oh, I haven't thought of this before." Or so we don't mind experimenting. So yeah, I think it's more like instead of one dish, it's more like a sort of like a culmination of everything. Yeah.
How many people would have bought that or would have chosen the $99 pasta?
I mean, there were quite a few.
Oh, it's
And it's good to see that people in Melbourne, it's such a foodie city. So I'm glad to see that the clientele we have, they want to try and they want to experiment.
yeah.
And of course, the front of the house plays a big role in it
Yeah,
to
yeah.
sort of upsell and take pride in the sort of dishes we are doing. So yeah, well, there were some really good comments.
Yeah, and you were mentioning before that you want to compete with the hatted restaurants and other restaurants in the city. It feels to me as though hotel restaurants are really on the rise, and that
Right.
there is. Do you think there's more competition now amongst hotel restaurants, or that you can compete on an even playing field with other restaurants?
Right. I mean, I think the scene has definitely evolved, and it is evolving. Um, there are some chefs in the past who've paved that way for us. Um, if there's a restaurant which opens a standalone restaurant which opens in the city with a big name attached to it, obviously it gets a lot of attention and it's always busy. But then again, the lesser known names, they can really showcase what they can do starting from hotels. So just like the Royce, it's it's amazing to work in a boutique hotel where I can experiment with any flavors. Of course, like I said about the trust before, like the owners and the management, they trust me to do a good job. And of course, it's what we've done in the past 2 years. We just try to constantly evolve and improve the guest experience as well.
Yeah.
So I think I would say that the hotel restaurants are really coming up, and yeah, like the lesser known chefs just need to keep doing, like we just need to keep doing what we do. As long as we continue to believe and just keep focused, the other stuff is just noise, and definitely we will see everyone progressing, and it doesn't matter if you're a standalone restaurant or a restaurant in a hotel. I think the level should be the same.
And you were nominated for Chef of the Year. Is that are those accolades important to you?
I would be lying if I said no. Again, this is the second year in a row, being the finalist. Um, it's it is definitely important from, I think, from a guest perspective, because like I was mentioning before, people follow big names. So it is important to have these accolades because we're doing some interesting stuff here. So I would like people to know, and that is a good way to get attention, and also it helps fill the restaurant. And at the end of the day, I think the trust from the management, owner, the team, the freedom to be able to do, I think that is a reward in itself. So yeah, very lucky that, definitely very, very honored with the nominations. Uh, and I hope, I can win one so that definitely get more people in.
Yeah. Are they transparent about what they're looking for? What is Chef of the Year? What does that really mean?
I guess it's like the contribution you've done to the place you're working at. Maybe it's also like a bigger picture, not just at the hotel you're working in, but also maybe because it's Victorian. So what really have you contributed? So there are certain criteria where they will look at the menu or the kind of ingredients you're using. If they are seasonal, what is your carbon footprint? What are you doing for the environment? What are you doing for the team? The diversity, the knowledge you bring. So there are definitely different criterias, and I must say that this year the interviewer was amazing, and it was such a great conversation with him. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have to be nominated, or do they seek you out? How does it work? Or do you...
So the hotel nominates the
Okay.
employees,
Oh,
and
right.
the hotel can also put their name forward.
Okay.
And then, of course, they have about 2 months where we have mystery shoppers who will come and judge the restaurants or the hotels. They will use the facilities. If there are individual nominations like the chef of the year or back of the house employee, front of the house employee, then we have like a rigorous 30-minute interview. And so there are different, like I said, there are different criterias, and they will ask these questions and see what have we really contributed, especially for those states. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, right. It's a lot, isn't it?
It is. It is definitely is. And like I said, like these awards, they do mean a lot.
Yeah.
And it's also sort of like a pat on the back, and sort of reassurance that yes, we are on the right path.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, the awards help more customers, and when the guest sees and they try the food, and when you see them coming back again and again, like, yeah, it is definitely rewarding.
Yeah. I feel like when you're cooking for someone, you get an instant reward anyway.
Oh,
although
absolutely.
I suppose you probably can't. Can you see from the kitchen? Where can you?
No, because the kitchen is at the back.
Yeah.
But then I'm always in the restaurant. Like,
Yeah.
I always come and see and check with the service staff that if all the guests are happy, have there been any issues?
Yeah.
And if need be, like just say hello to the guests as well, because we do have a lot of repeat customers. So
Yeah.
it's good to sort of say hello and know who they are, and we can see who's actually working behind the scenes as well.
Oh, absolutely. I think, especially these days, people love meeting the chef. And
Yeah, I think it does make a little bit of an impact. It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Even when we do some events, or when we have these site inspections, it's good to see. That's what I've been told, and I can tell from the guests also that they feel that they've had this amazing meal, and who's cooking for them. And if they have any questions,
Yeah.
I'm here.
I just, I was thinking back to that instant, not the instant gratification, but the reward, how rewarding it can be to watch people enjoy your food. When I was, a long time ago when I was doing my PhD and I was, slogging out every day and I couldn't really see where I was going, I'd come back from living in France for a year. So I decided, this is in New Zealand in the late 90s, so without any licensing or really any experience, I decided to do like a catering dinner party with a
Right.
French theme, and I would go into people's houses and do this French dinner party, and people, I think I only did about 5, but people really liked it.
Right.
But for me, it was really great because I felt like I was so lost in the research that I was doing. I couldn't really see a way out, and then I would cook something and people would be really happy, and it was like instant success. It was just so
Absolutely.
good.
I mean, I think there's nothing like a clean plate, when you see it's an empty and clean plate. And if someone asks for a recipe, then you definitely know that, they want to emulate that and try to make it themselves.
Yeah.
And like I said, like when we see the reservations list and we see the same names again and again.
That's really good, isn't it?
That's really good.
Yeah.
You know that you're doing something right.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of sort of getting the people in, because we know that it's a beautiful restaurant.
Yeah.
We have a great service. The food is amazing. So we just have to get them in once.
Yes, that's
Because
right.
when we know, then we know that definitely they're hooked.
Yes.
But
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it says a lot to maybe the hotel and your team that you're still here, because sometimes I feel like in hotels often an executive chef can come in and create the menu and set up the kitchen, and then they move on to the next thing.
Right.
And you've moved around a lot in the past. Do you think of Melbourne as home now?
I think so. I mean, I'm lucky that I'm still here. I don't take that for granted. There's a lot of hard work which is gone. I treat it like I would treat my own business. This hotel is very important to me. And I do go back home, which is Delhi, but my mum now travels back and forth, so which is great.
Yeah.
Then I get to see her more often, and spend time with her. Yeah. And I just bought my first home, so yeah, I think definitely
yes.
Melbourne is my home.
Yeah, putting down roots for sure.
Right.
Just my final question. What would you say to the young boy that used to hang out in the kitchen with his mum, watching cooking and taking part a little bit with making some of the meals? What would you tell him? What would your advice be to your younger self?
Well, I would say that don't give up. Don't listen to people too much. Obviously, everyone has an opinion, but keep working hard. Believe in yourself, because you will get and you will achieve many things, much more than your heart desires. And everything happens for a reason, when it's supposed to happen, and it happens for the best.
That's so good.
Definitely.
Thank you, and I can't wait to come and have dinner here next week.
Yeah, very excited about that.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Conversation with a Chef with Pawan Dutta at the Royce Hotel. You can check out all the goodness on Instagram at the Royce Hotel. That's the ROYCEE Hotel, and at the Showroom Bar. As for me, I'm on Instagram at Conversation with a Chef, and if you'd like to read other chats, you can check out the website on www.conversationwithachef.com. You can even, and I'd love it if you did, become a subscriber, and then if I can work out how, I'll send you a newsletter every now and then with some other tidbits. Of course, you can click follow on Apple Podcasts or Spotify so I know you're there. And I would love it if you told a friend about the chats, because that's still the best way to get the stories out there. Once again, thanks so much for listening. Have a great day and bon appétit.